Hello, hello. This is Miss Lott, and this is the 6th episode of the Patriots podcast. And today we have Miss Alicia Hernandez.
Good morning, everyone.
So I'm going to let her introduce herself first. Miss Hernandez, what's like a short biography about you? Like, where did you grow up, go to college? How did you get to Pike Road?
Sure. So my name's Alicia Hernandez, and I am the literacy specialist here at Pike Road Elementary School. I grew up in a little town south of here called Greenville, Alabama, and I have 2 older brothers. And after graduation, I went to Auburn University and got a bachelor's degree in early childhood education. And I went back home and taught kindergarten for a few years, and then I moved to Montgomery to work on my master's degree. And I was an assistant director for a preschool for a little while, and then I did some teaching in Montgomery County, taught kindergarten, and then I became their literacy specialist. And then ended up getting married to my husband, Francis. We've been married now for 17 years, and we have 2 children, Joe and Helen. And in 2013, Francis took a job in Germany. So we went to live in Germany for about 8 months. And after that, we came back home and moved back to Montgomery, and Pike Road Schools opened in 2015, and I started teaching first grade here. And then in 2019, I became their very first literacy specialist.
So you've been all over.
Been all over. That's exactly right.
Okay, can you explain your job as a literacy specialist, what you do at PRES?
Sure. So my main job here at Pike Road Schools is to make sure that all of our learners have a chance to learn how to become a better reader and a better writer. So I do a lot of work with our lead learners in making sure that they understand how teaching children to read and write works and how the brain works. And we do what we call job-embedded professional development with the teachers. And so I'll go in and we'll work together and look at children's work samples and figure out how to lesson plan and do things like that. So I'm mainly just here to support our teachers to make sure that our literacy instruction is very effective.
Awesome. All right, what's your favorite part of your job at PRES?
So honestly, I think that my favorite job is just watching the children grow and learn in reading. You know, when we learn to read, it opens a lot of doors for us. We're able to see things that we would not, and experience things that we might not necessarily do because we might not can go there, but we certainly can read about it. Mm-hmm. And so what I love about my job is when I start to see all the moving parts of becoming a reading writer work, and our children getting excited about reading.
Yeah, when you see that connection.
Right, exactly.
That's awesome. All right, what do you do when you aren't at the school?
So some of the things I love to do is I love to spend time with family and friends. We have a boat, and so as a family, we like to go out boating. And I have 2 great nieces that are 2 and 8 months, and so we spend a lot of time with them. And we just like to spend time with family and hang out. We love to go to restaurants, watch movies, and just sit around the house and do what needs to be done.
Awesome. Well, I have to ask this question. Okay. What's the last book that you read?
So I'm currently reading a book right now.
Awesome.
It's a book called Paris for One. Mm-hmm. It's by JoJo Moyes. It's
I
do too. Yeah. It's actually a series of her short stories. But the Paris for One is about a girl who is not very adventurous, and she had planned to go to Paris for the weekend, and a friend was supposed to go with her, and so she got there, and then the friend ended up canceling on her at the last minute, and so here she is in a city all alone by herself for the first time, and she's very nervous. And she almost packs up and goes home, but she decides to stay. And so she met some friends there in Paris, and she's hanging out. So we'll see how it ends. But it's very fun to hear. And I've actually been to Paris, so to actually see and hear her experiences there, and because I kind of experienced some of the same things. And so making that connection in the book was really fun.
Awesome. All right, what is something you've learned so far this school year?
Okay, so I think I'm also back in school learning how to become an instructional leader.
Awesome.
And so I've done a lot of learning this year, but I think one of the things that I've learned the most is just how important our leaders are, and and so much so we sometimes think of our leaders like we think automatically the leader of our school is Mr. Hatfield. He's our principal, and he is. But the truth is that we're all leaders in our own right, and so it's very important for us to have that integrity and that honor and those patriot promises that we talk about, so that we can lead just the same way, just maybe in a different way, so that others can see what good leadership looks with us, because that really does set the culture of our school. So I've been really learning about how important that is in order for schools to be successful. So it's been really kind of fun getting back in the classroom.
That's so true, because, I mean, our learners are looking to us to be leaders as well. So,
Correct. And their friends are looking to them as well. And so it all kind of, it's like a puzzle working together.
Awesome. All right, last question. What did you want to be when you grew up, when you were our learner's age?
So I'm just going to be absolutely honest, and people think this is nuts, but I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I remember, like, in 2nd and 3rd grade, I would come home and I would make, my teacher had a grade book, so I would make grade books out of notebook paper, and I thought that was so fun. So it, when it came time for, as we were in high school trying to figure out what we were going to do and study in school, I mean, I just didn't understand what people were going through that didn't know, because I knew that that's what I was going to do. And so I think I've just always enjoyed children and working with children and learning along with them. And so it was just kind of, that's what I always knew I was going to do, was be a teacher. So here we are.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here, Ms. Hernandez. I know I've learned some stuff about you. I hope our PRES family have learned some stuff about you.
I hope so as well. It was such an honor to be asked to present to you guys. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ta-da.
Hello. It's Miss Lott again, and I have some special friends who are here to talk about their favorite books or type of books. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
My name is Abigail. I'm in Miss Felix's C3 family, and my favorite type of book is comedy.
Awesome. Love to laugh.
My name's Penelope, and I'm in Miss Parker's C1 family, and I like green eggs and ham books.
That's awesome. For this week, this is Read Across America Week. All right, next.
My name is Kate, and I'm in Miss Trailer's CK family, and I like it's a Gabby kind of book, and it's called Kitty School.
Okay. All right.
My name is Catherine, and I'm in Miss Hall's C2 family, and I like fantasy stories with unicorns and stuff like that.
Oh, awesome.
My name is Grady, and my favorite type of book is sports.
Awesome.
My name is C. Jensen, Miss Hill's C2 family, and my favorite type of book is fiction fantasy.
Awesome. We have 2 people that like fantasy books. All right, next.
My name is Soil, and I'm from Miss Weevil's C3 family, and I really like historical fiction books.
Well, I love that genre too.
My name is Xavier, and I'm from Miss Dickerson's C3 family, and I like chapter books with mysteries.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, friends, for being in the podcast episode 6. Let's count to 3, and you want to say bye. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bye.